Today I want to go ahead and talk about what it's like to take a pencil. In this case, this is a number 4B pencil. And to be able to take the same pencil, and create a value scale. And so in this case, we're going to have about 6 values. Then you start off with like a very light value, almost hardly marking the paper at all, holding the pencil at a slant. And then the next space, drawing with a little more pressure and putting the lines a little closer together. And also moving the pencil from above the hand to below the hand, shading, just as an easier way to shade. So I still have a very loose grip on the pencil. Right now I'm not really concerned about exactly staying within the lines either. Just wanting to show that with the same pencil, you can look at very much so seeing steps of value. I'll come back, and now I'm paying a little more attention to the line that separates them. Okay. And then now going back to the next rectangle or the next space to the right, and intentionally going a value above that. So I'm just slightly darker. And so far I've pretty much stuck to the 45-degree angle in shading it. So I find it a little more interesting doing the angle, and a little more consistency when it's the same direction across the whole space. And I'm going to redefine that line that separates them. Just touch that up a little bit. Okay, so far we have 3 tones, very light, medium, a little darker. Now we're going to push it a little further. So a 4B pencil will go fairly dark. And right now, just like in the normal writing style, a little more control to define the steps. So it's a good exercise to do when you're beginning to draw, learning about pressure on the pencil, and how the more pressure you put, the darker the lead will look. Okay, so we have definitely 4 fairly even steps, and then the next one going even darker, putting more pressure on the pencil. And defining the line that separates them. Okay, now the very last space, I'm going to use a term just I use it every once in a while, and I call it punch it, kind of like punching a punching bag, but in this case, taking the lead and really making it darker, putting more pressure, So I'm going to go across the front edge of it here, like halfway across the space. Line back up. And now going and finishing the second half of the space. A lot of pressure on the pencil. Of course, the more pressure you put on the pencil, I'm drawing this on a drafting table, so it tends to wiggle a little bit the more pressure I put. So here we are, just looking back, developing 6 steps. Very light, a little darker, 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 and darkest. Right there. All right, so I do encourage you to go ahead and try this. Take a piece of paper, divide it into 6 spaces, and try the 6 value step, going darker and darker. So it's all the same pencil, but the big difference is the amount of pressure you put as you draw. All right, take care.